You want to tell, Shilpi, Achal, what are the things we have learned? Achal, you want to tell what are the things we have learned? Shilpi,
सर
am I
हमने
audible?
डेटा फ्रेम बनाया था लास्ट क्लास में. हेलो.
Yes. So we have learned
Okay.
about pandas. Pandas is a
Yes.
library. Under pandas, we have learned about there are three type of data structures. We have learned about this key three type of data structures, that is series, data frame, and panel. And I will show you an interesting thing. The panel, they are actually deprecating. So majorly we are going to deal with the series, as well as we are going to deal with, apart from series, we are going to deal with data frame. Correct?
Yes,
We have talked.
डेटा फ्रेम में हमने किया भी था लास्ट क्लास में. सीरीज बनाई थी, फिर उसको डेटा फ्रेम में कन्वर्ट करा था, एंड हमने
Yes.
फाइल हैंडल की थी.
Yes. So I have also shown you how to import the file. Now I will show you from how to import the file from local directory. We will actually work on a file also today. I'm waiting for it. So you have already got access to the in the shared drive. I have shared some of the data sets. Have you gotten access to that?
Yes, sir.
So from there we will actually take hypothesis data. So I think I have uploaded the hypothesis data there, so you can download it from there. We will work on that data. Apart from it, we have also learned some of the statistical functions on the data sets, if you remember, like sum.
Yes, sir.
Mean. We have also learned about standard deviation, describe, function. Now today we will basically start with various functional applications on the pandas. But before that, I just
लोड करना है वहाँ ड्राइव से. मैं सुन नहीं पाई थी, वॉइस क्लियर आ रही थी.
Okay, so if you go into this drive, you have access to this drive, correct?
Yes.
I have shared that link with you before. You all have, correct? Go to dataset.
Yes, आपने कुछ डेटा कोई डेटा लोड करने के लिए बोला ना, डाउनलोड करने के लिए, I think.
Yeah. So from there, actually, there is a data by name hypothesis. You can actually this has got various different type of data sets for your practice. So I have actually given it to you. We'll use this data for our learning purposes. And tomorrow I will also show you some of the advanced data functions in pandas, JSON file, and if you're not getting the data, just check it if you're able to get the data, because I remember I have uploaded it. You can see this hypothesis testing exercise data there. Just check it.
Yes, sir, मैंने डाउनलोड कर लिया.
hypothesis testing, you have got it, correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. So now I think only still we have the same goes with
So
Shilpi?
just wait for a while. I'm doing it. Just wait.
No, that we are going to use in the later part. But before that, we will understand some about some other functions. But at least you should be able to access it.
Okay, sir. Then you continue. Okay. No problem.
Office of
And I think I should also share this with you. Just hold on for a moment. So you can download this file 4.4 pandas HTML. Let me also download up.
So please tell the location again.
I'm showing it to you. So you can access Python stats, Python class example. Inside that Python class example, you can see that I have already given this to you. All our class examples I have pasted here so that you can practice this during the week. You can look into it, you can revise it, revisit it.
Sir, I am only getting the access to R stats, not Python.
Then you might have not used that link. You remember in the WhatsApp chat I have given the link.
सर मैं सजेस्ट करती हूँ शिल्पी अपने ड्राइव में तुम शेयर्ड विद मी पे क्लिक करो देन तुम्हें वहां पे R स्टैट और पाइथन स्टैट दोनों दिख जाएगा.
No, but for that she need to click once in the link. That she means. So Shilpi, you have not looked into those cheat sheets also? Actually, you have looked into those cheat sheets I have shared?
यस सर, मैंने देखा था, इनफैक्ट मैं अभी वही देख ही रही थी।
सर आपने एक्चुअली व्हाट्सएप पे शेयर किया था ना इसका जो
WhatsApp.
लिंक है। दैट इज द रीजन मैं एक्चुअली व्हाट्सएप से करके देखी मैंने, क्योंकि चीट शीट का जो आपने बताया था पहले, बिकॉज मैंने उसको किया था ओपन, अभी मैं जस्ट मेल से ओपन कर रही थी इसीलिए आई वाज।
Then you will be able to means then once you have opened it, then entire drive is mapped with your Google Drive. Then it will work. What Achal has suggested to you, that will work for you.
सर ये पाइथन स्टैट्स के बाद क्या ओपन करना है देन?
Acha. In Python stats, you have to download two things. Okay, you can see the in Python, your Python stat, you can see all the four things.
Yes sir, data sets, matplot tutorial and Python cheat sheet class examples.
If you go to datasets, there is a hypothesis file. Download that first. And then you go to Python class example, and from there you can download these two, 4pandas and 4pandas IPyNib.
Sir,
Okay.
I downloaded this hypothesis testing example. What's
Okay.
next?
Now Python class example, you go and download 4pandas and 4pandas IPyNib. Means you can right now download the HTML so that you can proceed with this. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So on that note, shall we start the class? I think we have
Yes,
already
sir.
waited. I think nobody, I don't think so anybody is going to join. So now we look into the various pandas function. In under pandas function, there are various interesting functions are there. Like there is one of the function that will help you performing various table-wise functions, that is piping. I will show you in a while. Similarly, if you want to perform a row or column-wise functions applications, you can use apply. And if you want to element-wise functional application, you can use the apply man functions. So these methods actually works basically on some of the functions work on entire data frame wise, or some work basically row or column wise, or some works on the element wise. I'll means probably rather than showing you theoretically, I will show you more working with practical examples, you'll get it. But quickly I will show how this works. For example, the table wise function application example using the pipe function is something like there is a custom operation that can be performed by passing the function an appropriate number of parameters as a pipe arguments, and this operation is performed on the whole data frame. For example, now first you are actually defining adder function. Adder function is basically help to add values on two, that is element 1 and element 2, and then actually if you use this pipe function with adder, it will work on basically all the elements in the file. How it works, basically you can see a code example over here. For example, we are taking adder of this element 1 and 2, and it is going to return us element 1 and 2. And our data, we are creating a Panda data frame of random numbers 5 and 3, and they are into, so 5 and 3, that means basically 5 rows and 3 columns. You're getting it? And the column names are basically column 1, column 2, and column 3. Now if you use this pipe function of adders, it will add 2 on each element of this column, as well as on the, it's basically on the entire data frame it will add 2 as a function. I will show it to you how it works. Similarly, you can actually do these functions on a row and column wise, and that function is apply function. Apply is basically an arbitrary function that can be applied along with the axis of data frame or panel using the apply method. Again, we data frame, but when it actually works on the whole column. Means you can see you are actually getting not on individual parameters, rather you are getting this hello.
Yes, sir.
I heard something. Any question for me?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Nobody said anything.
Okay. So then actually it is basically creating a mean of these columns, and it's returning for you. Similarly, this is another example where it is actually going to work as an element wise way. This method apply map on, actually it works on the data frame and analogously map on the series except any Python function taking a single value and returning a single value. Means it's again work on the entire data frame and returns a single value out of the columns. So how it is going? It's the same data we are actually taking, and there we are actually defining a custom function that is a lambda function where we are multiplying it by 100, and then we are actually creating in this case it should not be apply, it should be apply map. It's I think there is a code error over here. It should be apply map, and it is returning the mean. So in that case it will again return the mean of that entire data frame. So similarly, we can perform reindexing functions. Reindexing is basically changes the whole row levels and column levels of a data frame. To reindexing means to confirm the data to match a given set of levels along with a particular axis. Then with reindexing, we can actually perform multiple operations. I will show you in the code how we can perform those actions. We can also insert the missing value markers in the labels where there is no data is there. We can perform those things. Like for example, this is an example code where you can see it's a data frame where there is a is basically time period data, X is a line space data, Y is a random number, C is a random choice of low, medium, and high in a list format, and D is basically again a random number in a normalized way. Then we are actually performing an indexing to it, and there you can see in the B column wherever there is blank, actually it is returning us also the NaN where there is blank. Similarly, we can actually perform this reindexing.
What is NaN?
NaN means there is no value present. Means in
So
you have seen the blank.
इसका कुछ full form होता है या मतलब सिर्फ NaN is like blank?
NaN is something like it's a blank value, and where there it's actually C, where there is basically NA markers. NA means not available markers. Those are basically NaNs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. NaN.
and we can perform the various fills. We have talked about various changing the parameters of the blank values and filling the methods earlier in R also.
Shilpi, basically NaN is not a number. NaN का full form.
So that is basically a blank.
हाँ, जो कि basically blank होता है.
No, I get it. Actually, sir ने बोला ना Na तो Na का तो पता है that not available, but NaN का I was asking के NaN
वो है not a number, standing for not a number.
Not a number. Okay. Okay.
Good, Achal, thank you. So similarly, we can actually perform various other actions like padding and filling. In the padding also, we can do fill forward, fill backward, and fill the nearest values while reindexing. And this is one example of FFIL means fill forward filling. So you can see first we are creating two data frames, DF1, DF2, and then we are actually reindexing. We are padding the NaNs, not a numbers or the blank values, and then where the numbers are not available, then we are actually going to do a fill forward method to fill it. Now you can see the first output is going to be like this, where you can see there are multiple NaNs that is coming out.
Yes, sir.
And then we are using the forward fill to fill the entire series. Like we have seen during our exploratory data in R, many times for many algorithms to run, if the data is blank or not available, then in that case we try to do interpolation or extrapolation of the data. So while doing this reindexing is going to be very helpful for you. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Similarly, there is also an argument which is known as limit. Limit actually provides the additional control over the filling while reindexing. Limit specifies the maximum count of consecutive matches. So what we can do, we will, rather than showing it like this, we will also discuss this in the code. And then the renaming is basically a method that first you can see that we are creating a data frame with the columns, column 1, column 2, and column 3. And after some time, we are renaming the column 1, column 2, and column 3 as apple, banana, and durian, like that. Got it? So let us write these codes and see. Meanwhile, I have similar examples also over here. So let us go back to our code and we'll come back into the slides. So we have learned in this part in last class. We have learned about series and all. We have also learned about data frames. You want a quick revision? Will that be helpful?
Yes,
from here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, for example, means I will basically do a quick quiz for you. So this is a series, correct? It's a pandas series and it is an index series. So if I run this, what it will return for us?
So it
सर ये एक सीरीज बना के हमें देगा नॉर्मल लाइक
1 2 3 4 5 and that will be indexed with ABCD and E.
ABCD. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now if we want to get run the series and values, what it will return for us?
सर उसके अंदर की
Sir,
जो
it will return the values only.
Return only the values adjusted to it. And if we run the index, what it will return for us?
It will return all the index values, not the values, are index of these A, B, C, D, E.
It will
The
return,
values of index. Yeah.
and data type of that is basically object. Now we can actually do some series operations also on that based on the index. For example, if you are only getting C, D, and E, what it will return for us?
Sir, it will return the value of only C, D, and E.
It will return only the value of C, D, and E. Correct. And now we can also perform some of the Boolean checks over here. You're getting this logic. We have already discussed about it. I think you will be able to see. So on that first series, we have already created the first series. And if you run greater than 2, what it will return?
False.
It will return false? No. It will return basically the values which is above 2.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay, sir.
And similarly, if we run first series dot is null, what it will return for us?
now it will return false.
Now it will return all false because okay.
Yes, sir.
So we can also do some of the series operations also. Like I have just printed another series for you on a similar type, ABCDEF. And
Sir, please scroll it.
oh, okay, sorry. So you can see this. So we have actually created another series of A, B, C, D, and F. Okay. Now we can actually perform a sum operation on this. You can see that. And here also you can see it is able to sum up A, B, C properly and D also, but E and F it has actually given NaN. It was not able to.
सर ये जो सेकंड सीरीज के जो इंडेक्स वैल्यूज आपने लिखा है ये वैल्यूज ऊपर वाले जो आपने फर्स्ट सीरीज की थी उससे मतलब ले रहा है.
Yes, because I have first series is coming from there only exactly.
Yeah, and second series is this. Okay.
Second series is. Now you got it?
Yes, sir.
But now you can see you are asking about it, na? NaN. So now you'll be able to understand NaN. So now if we run is null of some series, that is actually this particular series, what will be the answer?
Sir, I do have a question. Sir, ये जो 11th वाला पॉइंट है अगर इसमें f की जो वैल्यू है मतलब फर्स्ट में वो सॉरी सेकंड सीरीज में आई गेस नहीं सेकंड में है फर्स्ट में नहीं है उसकी वैल्यू तो अगर ये 50 जो है वो NaN की जगह पे शो नहीं हो सकता क्योंकि सिर्फ टोटल ही तो दिखाना है सर हम फर्स्ट वैल्यू को 0 भी तो कंसीडर कर सकते हैं अगर
now we can do one thing. We will be able to see this NaN will not come. Let us make this instead of ABCDE. Earlier it was basically ABCD and E, and here also let me make it ABCD and E. Okay, let's run this, and now if you run this, you can see that will help you to understand. Got it?
सर माय क्वेश्चन इज कि जैसे जो हमारा फर्स्ट सीरीज में f की कोई वैल्यू थी ही नहीं मतलब f एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं कर रहा था सेकंड सीरीज में हमने f को एक वैल्यू असाइन कर दी सपोज 50 हमने उसको असाइन किया था तो जब हम फर्स्ट और सेकंड को प्लस कर रहे हैं तो हम जैसे सपोज f उसमें था ही नहीं फर्स्ट सीरीज में तो वो उसको 0 कंसीडर करके वैल्यू शो नहीं कर सकता.
No, that's why it's not able to sum it up. So that is the reason to show it to you. What I have done instead of F, you can see that I have made it E. Now both are summing up. You can see.
Yeah.
But now if I am making this, okay, F again, and instead of this, I am making instead of D, I'm making it G. Okay, and I'm running this. Okay, see what will happen. Basically, now you will get 3 NANs. Sorry, because there is no G. So you can see now we are going this summing operation again and see the result. Now you can see, now you got it. D also we are getting as blank, E also we are getting as blank, F also we are getting as blank, and G also we are getting as blank.
Okay. तो सर यही है मींस कि वैल्यू होगी हमारे पास तो वो NaN ही शो करेगा.
Now if you try to run is null, you can see in this case these NaNs are actually basically the null values. All the 3 values it is recognized, and in these 2 cases it is returning true as a boolean. Got it? Now there is a technique that is basically drop n. If you run it, if you run drop na, what will happen? From your logic, what will happen?
सर जितनी भी NaN वैल्यूज हैं आई गेस वो सारी इरेज हो जाएंगी एंड जितनी भी वैल्यूज हैं हमारे पास सिर्फ वो ही शो करेगा. आई थिंक
Exactly. Yes. Values will be shown. Okay. Now actually we are actually trying to do the fill values. So now you can see when you do fill value, you are actually getting the answer what we are actually looking for.
सर मैं एक थोड़ा इलॉजिकल क्वेश्चन पूछ सकती हूँ प्लीज.
कोई भी क्वेश्चन इलॉजिकल नहीं होता, प्लीज.
सर एक्चुअली ना ये मेरे दिमाग में काफी टाइम से स्ट्राइक करता है बट मुझे यही लगता है शायद मेरा क्वेश्चन कुछ ऐसी होगा अजीब सा. सर जैसे हमें पता है इंटीजर का जो वैल्यू है वो प्रॉपर विदाउट डेसिमल ही होगा, ठीक है. फ्लोट है वो डेसिमल वाली वैल्यूज जो है वो फ्लोट में आ जाती हैं. फिर अब सबके बाद 11.0 है 22.0 है तो सर ये सारे इंटीजर के फॉर्म में क्यों नहीं शो होते, ये फ्लोट में क्यों शो हो रहा है. मतलब आई अंडरस्टैंड इट कैन बी इन मतलब डेसिमल फॉर्म ये हो सकता है बट राइट नाउ जितना भी वैल्यूज आ रही हैं वो सारी तो हमारे प्रॉपर इंटीजर फॉर्म में है तो देन हम उसे फ्लोट ही क्यों शो करता है.
That is a very good question. Actually, by default, when after any operation it shows as a float value. You can see after any operations but when we are just printing the series, okay, when we are just printing the series, it is showing us as an integer. For example, actually from after this sum operation, after it has actually started showing as a float, but if you just print your original series, you can always see these are coming as integer. Okay, but when this sum, but these also we can actually coerce the value to float to integer, okay, by defining the data type, and we can actually print it like that. So hope I have given you answer.
Okay sir. So these values can be in decimal form also, तो इसीलिए वो mainly float भी.
After summing up, very clear. Because after summing up, it going to decimal points also, so that's why it by default it gives a float.
Okay, thank you sir.
Sure. So Achal, we are clear. So nobody has joined after this. Only 4 of us. Means there are 3 of us. What has happened to the class today?
So Babita ने तो कल ग्रुप में मेंशन किया था that she is unable to join today and बाकी का पता नहीं.
Okay. Nonetheless, I think we are going to do it through example, so they will be able to pick it up, and this is already available for us. So now going into the same way, we have already looked into data frame, correct? So if I try to print this, what will be printed, Achal?
नेम सर हमारा एक डेटा फ्रेम प्रिंट होगा जिसके अंदर हमारे नेम के अंदर ये सारे ऑप्शंस आएंगे, टॉम, जैक, स्टीव, एज होगा। बेसिकली हमारे कॉलम होंगे नेम और एज के नाम के, जिसमें ये सारे हमारे एलिमेंट्स रहेंगे।
So our column is, as you have rightly said, the column is coming as name and age, and there are how many elements? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have got 4 rows, correct?
Sir, this is by default जो ये 1 2 3 4 serial number show कर रहा है.
So we always know in pandas it starts indexing from 0.
Yeah.
So I know you actually get always confused with this. That's why I'm telling you it's not like Excel 1 2 3 4. It's basically 0 1 2 3.
0 1 2 3. Okay.
Always remember that because it will help you to index.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Now we are actually creating index data frame using these arrays.
अब 0 1 2 की तरह रैंक आ जाएंगे इंडेक्स।
Exactly. Thank you. Basically, we are going to get the rank also 1 2 3 4 among them. Good. Now,
सर प्लीज ये जो आपने रैंक 4 लिखा है इसको एक बार इरेज करके रन कीजिएगा प्लीज।
rank 4 as
सर सिर्फ आप रैंक 4 को हटाइएगा एक सेकंड।
यू मीन ब्लैंक ना शिल्पी?
हाँ हाँ
I will get an error.
सर नो सर एक्चुअली आपने कॉमा लगा छोड़ दिया था वहां पर, आप कॉमा हटा दीजिए।
Still I will get an error.
अगर हम वहां पे एक बार सिर्फ ब्लैंक
that will work. That will work. That will work. You can see.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Because you have to give some index parameters, no? Otherwise, how the indexing will work?
Okay. And sir, अगर जो हमारा डेटा है अगर इसमें से कुछ भी मिसिंग होगा, बट वो अगर रैंक है एंड वो है तो देन वो वैल्यू ब्लैंक छोड़ देगा, एरर शो नहीं करेगा।
I'm doing this for you. Now, there has to be some value, no? But yes, in the case of name, probably if you do it like this, then it will work. Got it?
Okay.
Even here, I think if you write, just let me check it. Not sure. No,
सर आप उसमें देना होगा ना कॉमा में।
But it is actually it will change the data type.
Yes.
It will change the data type.
और अगर हम यहाँ पे ब्लैंक देते हैं देन हम NaN चेक करेंगे तो फिर वो हमें यहाँ पे ऑप्शन ये शो कर देगा कि हाँ यहाँ एक ब्लैंक वैल्यू है।
Blank, it will not take blank. If you want to give a blank here, you can actually give 0. Okay. So shall we move forward? And similar way, we can actually create a data frame from list of dictionaries. Like this is a dictionary, and if we try to print this, what will be output?
So it will create 2 rows.
Like in this case, you can see there is a and B, but there is no C. So in C, actually, it is creating an NaN. Getting it? If the same one,
Sir,
if you convert.
सिर्फ एक चीज और कि सपोज हमने C की एक ही वैल्यू असाइन की ओके 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 ब्रेसेस में, ठीक है सर, ओके.
This is a dictionary structure. So what is a dictionary structure? Achal, what is a dictionary structure?
जिसमें हमारे दो होते हैं, एक की होता है और एक एलिमेंट होता है. और की हम डिक्शनरी में दो पैरामीटर्स होते हैं, की एंड एलिमेंट. और की इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, की से ही वो रीड करता है एलिमेंट को.
So basically there will be a value pair.
या वैल्यू पेयर.
Okay. Now we were actually looking into the theories of data frame. So let us see how it works. Okay. So first we are going to create a data frame over here, the same example. Okay. So if we print the data frame, so it is actually creating a data frame for us, where we can see it always helps to look into the code. Now you will clearly understand. Is it visible to you? So A is basically creating a series of numbers, and which is a time series. Okay. And it is actually there are 20, because we have taken an n equal to 20, so it is a data frame of 20 elements. And then A column is providing a date, X is providing basically a line space 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 19. Okay. And the stop is n-1 starting from 0. Y is basically a random number it is generating. C, it is a random choice of low, medium, high as a list format. Getting it?
Dot to list. Okay.
Got it? Similarly,
Yes.
D is basically a random normal number in a list format, and these numbers are going to change. Means as you know, because there are random numbers, if we print it again, and sorry, you can see the numbers will change, and these numbers may vary. Means I actually Shilpi keep on asking that question, so I'm just anticipating in advance. Your numbers when you are running and my numbers are going to be different. You know why, correct?
Yes sir. Okay.
तो सर हम यहाँ पे रैंडम डॉट नॉर्मल दिया है हमने, एंड 100, 10, तो मैक्स हम 100 ले रहे हैं, 10 मिनिमम वैल्यू दे रहे हैं.
Exactly. Thank you for understanding. Yes. Okay. Now
शिल्पी, क्वेश्चन है तुम्हारे लिए. यहाँ पे ये फ्रीक्वेंसी इज इक्वल टू डी क्लियर है ना? क्योंकि मैंने ये कल किया है तो मुझे क्लियर है ये प्रॉपर ना. ये कर सकता है.
And the first one, ये A जो है, ये में periods is equal to n and frequency equal to d. Hello.
what is frequency equal to D? What you understood?
सर फ्रीक्वेंसी यही कि ये 10 to 100 के बीच में ही रहेगा.
नहीं, हम कॉलम ए की बात कर रहे हैं जो सर ने फर्स्ट ए में दिया है ना, फ्रीक्वेंसी इज इक्वल टू डी, जहाँ पे हमने डेट रेंज क्रिएट किया.
So what is your explanation on that? Hello?
So I don't know.
No, this is for Achal. She has tried it
So
yesterday.
basically frequency is equal to d is मतलब कि हम वहाँ पे डे के अकॉर्डिंग उसको चेंज कर रहे हैं. अगर हम यहाँ पे फ्रीक्वेंसी इज इक्वल टू 120 कर देते हैं ना, तो वो 120 मिनट्स के अकॉर्डिंग लेता.
You can see here. It is giving us basically day plus one day wise. Okay.
So तो frequency में क्या क्या होता है? D for days and then
days and minutes.
Minutes के लिए we have to use
You can actually create. I think there are multiple other parameters also. I think for month also there is a parameter.
हम ऐसे भी दे सकते हैं 1 day and 20 minutes. ये डिफरेंस भी हम इसमें फ्रीक्वेंसी में दे सकते हैं. मैंने ये ट्राई किया था.
Okay.
तो देन उसको लिखने का तरीका यही रहेगा, लाइक 1D and then comma 125.
So to understand that base thing, I will show it to you. I have already given this link to you. Pandas, they have all the see, in the class we might not be able to go through all the functions, correct? But Pandas has got multiple functions over here. So you can actually try to look all the series related functions, and you can look into all the type of data frame related functions. You can see so many functions it has given within Pandas. Okay, so this link I have given to you, correct?
Yes,
And there is also a user guide to it. When you get, apart from the class examples, you can actually look into these various functions over there. Like you can see, Pandas in an input, I have still shown you example of Excel, and I have shown you the example of CSV. Tomorrow probably I will show you one or two more example of probably JSON file and HTML. But you can see it actually takes so many type of inputs. Okay, so you can what I will, because you can go to data frame times, see, this is basically times. Some of these function I am going to show you basically when we are going to do the time series analysis. That is the reason the Pandas as a library, it's one of the most important Pandas, and this library, and this I have not touched to you. This I will show you when I will be doing the machine learning, that is scikit-learn. These are the two libraries probably is going to be your go-to library for your work. Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
And coming back to our code. Good, Achal. Now we are actually trying to look into it. We are trying to reindex. We are going to index here 0, 2, and 5. 0, 2, and 5. And in the column A, B, and C. So when we reindex, actually it returns A, it returns basically the particular date. You can see 1, 2, and 6. Similarly, it returns the C value, but B value actually returns us the basically the number is coming as NaN. Got it?
Okay, sir.
Similarly, that we are also talking about reindexing between two data frames. So first let us create the data frames. So this is basically a data frame df1 and df2. So I'm just printing df1 here. Similarly, I can, so let us do it step by step, then you will understand it properly. This is our data frame 1, and now we are running our data frame 2, and we are actually trying to reindex df1 like df2, and then we are printing. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, we were talking about the adding and filling of the data frames. Same way, we will do it one by one. So first we have got basically two data frames, df1. df1 is our this data frame, and similarly we have got df2. df2 is our this data frame. Now we are reindexing df2 as per the df1. So you can see here it is basically indexing, and then this is 7 and 3, and this is 10 and 3, this is 7 and 3. So in 3 parameters we are getting n values. Okay, now you are clear up to this? You're clear up to this? So now we are actually going to do the forward filling of it, df2. Okay, like df1. And now you can see that first it is printing the data frame with blank, and then the data frame with forward fill. It's clear what forward fill is doing for you?
सर बट ये सेम वैल्यूज को ही पुट कर रहा है तीनों रोज में, अगर हम चेक करें तो। अब सर नेक्स्ट वाली उस पे जाना।
Which one?
ओके ठीक है, I get it.
It's forward filling the same numbers. It's just filling like that data frame 1. It's filling the data frame 2 for you. Okay.
लास्ट में जो वैल्यू हमारी आ रही है उसको ही वो सारे एनएन में फिल कर रहा है पर्टिकुलर कॉलम।
Let us do the filling of the names also. We can see first our data frame is coming like this, and after renaming basically it is returning apple, banana and durian. Got it? So here actually we are doing
renaming.
And we have also talked about the limit context in the slide. If we go back exactly in the same slide where we were, the limit, basically limit argument provides additional control over filling, while reindexing limit specifies the maximum count of consecutive matches. Okay, so now you can see it's the same example of what it is doing for us. Let us do it by step again to get you understand clearly. So initially we are padding the NaNs, we are getting 3 blanks. Okay, now we are doing a forward fill, but here we are actually putting a limit of 1. So now you can see what it is happening. So it's actually filling only 1 instead of filling only 3 as the same number. You can see that.
Sir, आपने क्या कोड लिखा था, मैं देख नहीं पाई actually.
Oh, okay. It's the same forward fill. Only I have added another parameter that is known as limit. So for example, now I'm adding here limit 2 and running it. So now you can see it is forward filling till 2. But if I'm writing here the limit 3,
okay,
do the same like the forward fill of all the 3. Got
yes,
it?
okay. Yes.
Now the concept of limit is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So this will be always helpful to do these type of things in the code and see